presents Kurzweil's law of accelerating returns, which he thinks is a fundamental feature of human technology. This is not a merely theoretical argument from Kurzweil. He has collected a set of major technological milestones over the course of human history and has found that they are coming more and more quickly, matching an exponential trend. It took 5,000 years to go from the horse-drawn cart to the car, but less than a century to go from the car to landing on the moon. There were at least 2,000 years between homing pigeons and the telegraph, but only about 130 years between the telegraph and the beginning of the Internet. Nor does Kurzweil think that the law of accelerating returns is limited to technology. According to him, exponential trends can be traced back through the deep time of evolution as well. Exponential growth is a feature of any evolutionary process, he writes. The evolution of life forms required billions of years for its first steps, primitive cells, DNA, and then progress accelerated. During the Cambrian explosion, major paradigm shifts took only tens of millions of years. Later, humanoids developed over a period of millions of years, and Homo sapiens over a period of only hundreds of thousands of years. And, Kurzweil says, he's not the only one seeing this. He found the same trend when using milestones picked out by 15 different sources on the history of life, the universe, and technology. Our technology, according to Kurzweil, is merely a continuation of the exponential trend that started with the first self-replicating molecules arising on Earth billions of years ago. The next step in this trend is artificial intelligence. By this, Kurzweil doesn't mean existing AI systems and machine learning (ML) algorithms. He has something much more powerful and profound in mind. Kurzweil calls it strong artificial intelligence, or artificial general intelligence, which he defines as artificial intelligence that exceeds human intelligence. That definition is more than a little vague, but Kurzweil isn't bothered by that. Once humans manage to build an AGI, Kurzweil says, we can run it far faster than humans can think, enabling it to perform difficult intellectual tasks much more quickly than a human could. One of those tasks, naturally, would be the design of the next AGI. And this is the mechanism by which Kurzweil and other singularitarians see the singularity coming to fruition. Say that first AGI, built by humans, took 30 years to create. Building an even better, smarter one might take those same humans more like 60 years. But with an AGI in hand, it would be easy to speed that up. Just ask the AGI to design it, and give it immense computational resources. Then, that first AGI could do work that would take humans 60 years in just a year, or even a few days. And once that smarter AGI is built, it would be able to design an even smarter one than itself even faster, and that one could do the same, and so on, leading to sudden, runaway growth, exponential or perhaps even faster in the intelligence of AGIs. So, the first AGI built by humans could also be the last. The rest, designed and built by successive generations of machines at an ever-accelerating rate, would rapidly ascend to unfathomable heights of superintelligent thought, as far above our abilities as we are above ants or bacteria. Once a computer achieves a human level of intelligence, it will necessarily soar past it, Kurzweil writes. This cycle of machine intelligence's iteratively improving its own design will become faster and faster. When that happens, he says, we will be hopelessly left behind, unless we go along for the ride. The singularity will result from the merger of the vast knowledge embedded in our own brains with the vastly greater capacity, speed, and knowledge-sharing ability of our technology, Kurzweil writes. This will enable our human-machine civilization to transcend the human brain's limitations of a mere 100 trillion extremely slow connections. We will become vastly smarter as we merge with our technology. And as the law of accelerating returns continues to expand the computational power of humanity, ultimately the non-biological portion of our intelligence will predominate. Kurzweil goes on to point out that this is nothing really new. We already live in close connection with our technology. Our phones sit snugly in our pockets, our watches are strapped to our wrists, pacemakers live in many of our hearts, and increasingly sophisticated prostheses replace our lost limbs. To Kurzweil, letting our brains merge with our machines is simply the next step in a trend that started long ago with the wheel, the lever, and fire. And after the singularity arrives, he says, our human-machine civilization will proceed with the final step in that trend, fulfilling our ultimate destiny, changing the structure of the universe itself.